Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here with a get ready with me video where I'm going to use a lot of Pat McGrath products. If you don't know who Pat McGrath is, she is an incredible makeup artist. Her Instagram is like one of the best feeds that I follow on Instagram because she's constantly posting all these beautiful makeup looks, and she also has her own line of products that I have to say are pretty phenomenal. I think I've bought almost every single one of her releases because I love to collect makeup, but in this video I'm going to be using a lot of her products, so if you want to see how her products apply, then keep watching. This is also like a get ready with me video, and I'm actually getting ready to go out to dinner with some of my friends, and so I kind of wanted to sit down and film a video where I take you through the steps that I do personally when I'm getting ready for like a nice dinner out. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with the charcoal mask. This is the Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Oil Absorbing Mask for normal, oily, and combination skin. My skin has been a little more normal lately as opposed to like super dry, so I'm okay with using this mask right now. And all I'm going to do is just apply a thick layer to my skin. I love this mask because it's just, I feel like it's a really powerful mask. I talked about it in my second hot new skincare video. Like I said in my skincare video, if you have extremely dry skin, I would not recommend this mask because it's going to be a little bit too drying for you. But if you have oily skin or normal skin or combination skin, I think this is a great mask to use to like improve the texture of your skin and also to absorb any excess oil. It has been unbelievably humid outside, so I'm using this mask in order to control that oil that my skin has been producing due to the weather. Alright, so that is on. I'm going to leave it on as long as it takes to dry, and then I will wash it off with a washcloth. So I will be back after I have done all of that. So now we can get into the makeup part of this. I'm going to start by priming my skin with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, which by the way, I have really been liking. It's like just hydrating enough to create like a nice smooth base for my foundation, but it's not too greasy. Next, I'm going in with my Paula's Choice Antioxidant Serum. I talked about this in my Hot New Skincare Part 2 video because I find that it creates a really beautiful, smooth canvas for my makeup to lay on top of, and it has great skincare benefits. Next, I'm using my NARS Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm just buffing this in with first a brush from Real Techniques, and then I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend all of that in. Now it's time to do concealer. I'm using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, and I'm just spot correcting areas on my face where I need extra coverage, and I'm also going to conceal my eyelids to prime for eyeshadow. Now I'm using the Pat McGrath Copper Cream Shadow, and I'm just applying this with my fingertips all over my eyelids. This applies so beautifully. It's so creamy and pigmented, and it has such a beautiful metallic look to it. Now I'm taking the copper pressed pigment from the same Pat McGrath Metalmorphosis 005 kit, and I'm just gently touching this on my eyelids to apply that copper shade. Now I'm taking two of these light orangey shades from the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going into my crease and I'm lightly putting that in there, and then I'm taking a very dark brown and I'm applying that to the outer third of my eye to create some extra definition in that outer V. I'm going back in with the pigment to touch up the color, and then I'm going to move on to doing concealer underneath my eyes. I'm using the same Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer, and I'm just touching that under my dark circles to make sure that all of that is covered up nice and good. Now I'm taking the Skin Fetish 003 Cream Highlighter in the color Golden, and I'm touching that on the tops of my cheekbones. This highlighter is so stunning, as you can see. It's just a beautiful, shiny, wet appearance, but it's very gold and very complementary to my golden undertones. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder in the color Medium, and I'm just powdering the rest of my face in order to set it so that my foundation doesn't slip and slide around during the day. Next, I'm taking my Hourglass Ambient Bronzer Powder, and I'm just applying that to the hollows of my cheekbones, and I'm also sort of using this as a blush to add warmth to my face. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I'm putting that underneath my eyes to highlight that area, and then I'm also touching on very small areas on the rest of my face, like the center of my forehead, tip of my nose, a little bit on my chin, and I'm also using that to clean up my bronzer. To dust off all of that powder, I'm using ambient lighting powder in the color Dim Light. I really love kicking off excess powder with this ambient lighting powder because I find that it really just creates a soft focus finish on the skin. I did my mascara really quick using the Dior Lash Primer and Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara, and now I'm doing my lower lash line using the same Modern Renaissance palette. I'm doing my lower lashes right now with my same Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara. And now I'm combing through my brows really quick with the Glossier Clear Brow Gel. I love how tiny this wand is, it's so cute. Now I'm taking the pressed pigment, or the pressed highlighter, from the Skin Fetish 003 Golden Kit, and I'm touching that on the inner corners of my eyes pretty heavily in order to highlight that area. I'm also going to take that underneath the brow bone to highlight the brow bone. I'm taking the same highlighter on the brush that comes in the kit, and I'm gently applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. It looks absolutely beautiful in sunlight, by the way. It's just a beautiful yellow velvety type highlighter. I'm using the black liquid eyeliner that comes in Pat McGrath's Metalmorphosis 005 kit. I'm using the fine side in order to line my lashes to make my lashes look more full. Now I'm using Venom 2 lipstick from the Lust 004 kit from Pat McGrath, and I'm using this to outline the outsides of my lips, because later I'm going to go in with the Venom 1 lipstick, which is a much brighter red, in order to create an ombre red lip. Okay, so that is a completed look. I took down my hair from its braid and I threw on a dress, and this is a final look. But in another video, I am going to do swatches of every single Pat McGrath product that I own so that you can see all of those. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!